the weeks end weird.
Yeah.
So I put like a full paycheck into Carnival Cruises because I was with the stock market. I was down like, and I know people in the stock market invest like a lot.
$60 a share almost.
Okay.
And then it went up to like 90, 95 earlier today, which surprised me. But yeah, I'm just hold on that.
I knew it was a trend. I mean, I don't know, man. I'll probably.
Ooh, that was.
It's one of those things that people are just.
No, I like the first one, but the second one, God,
Gay.
it was
Gay.
Yeah, I mean, I liked women the first time. I think I'm gonna go dudes the second time.
yeah.
When Wonder Woman.
Women can only. Women
Why can't they
only
make a
play
Wonder
handle.
Man? Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. I think about Wonder Man all the time.
It's just wearing the same outfit and just punching people in the face, like,
Dude.
which would be awesome.
Skin
Honestly,
tight,
like,
extra small.
honestly, I would love
little
that.
bitty
He'd be kind of sus.
Barbie shorts.
He'd have the same powers, but he has to wear the same outfit, and he's like
Same
slightly
outfit.
overweight.
Yeah, but that rope, I can imagine a couple things I want him to do with it.
But he thinks he's just the best superhero. It's Wonder Man. He's like, oh yeah.
It's like, but he also kicks ass, dude.
I heard there's some crime tonight.
You boys getting saucy.
Yeah.
This
It's like, oh my god.
saucy in this.
Oh no, Wonder Man's here.
Oh no.
You're like,
And then he goes across Superman. He's like, ooh, Clark.
yeah.
Is that a banana?
Wanna have a race?
Clark, or you just happy to see me?
Is it a banana in your spandex?
Do you wear your underwear on
It's like-
on purpose?
I like your new color scheme.
You turn that underwear inside out sometime.
It'd be pretty funny to listen to later.
Oh, this is recorded.
Yeah, it's gonna be on my channel.
And mine.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, I've got my Twitch.
You're gonna be TikTok famous tomorrow. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, he suddenly shrinks back down to normal size. His insecurities.
Oh, smash!
Yeah.
Oh, can't get it up.
No, can't get it up. Hulk erectile
Oh,
dysfunction.
blue pill.
Yeah.
Hulk, a small ween.
He takes the green pills.
What if he had a really small ween, but he had huge balls?
Dude, I bet there's so much cum in those balls.
Oh yeah. God.
Some
Puts
green
out
cum.
fires.
Request immediate evac from hot zone.
He comes into like a fire scene and he's like, and he starts jerking off. He's like, Hulk help! Hulk help! Hulk help!
I got this one. I got this one. Everybody back up.
Hulk help! Hulk put out fire! Hulk put out fire!
Like, right, Hulk, well, you got one more chance. It's like, Wonder Woman.
Everybody look away! Put out fire!
No, look at Hulk, small,
Somebody-
dick and big balls.
Somebody show me titty.
Meanwhile, the guy from the Daily Planet, no, not Daily Planet, who's the guy from the Spider-Man movies in the, yeah, he just comes out, he's like, what the hell going on here?
He just gets sprayed!
Yeah. It just blasts through his journalist, like, window.
Oh God!
I want pictures of Spider-Man, not this
He's like,
one.
here. He's like,
Don't spray Mary Jane.
the
I got
the
a
city's
paper.
on fire. Someone get some.
See here. Man, that's on.
Exclude. Oh, fan.
Hulk not have lens big enough for feet pics.
No, they're just in giant wenches. Like, it's
Oh,
like
you
one of
left?
those weird things.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second.
Alright.
Don't go to sleep, bitch. I got a
Don't be a
burrito to
bitch.
eat. She don't want chocolate for Valentine's Day, bro. She wants baked beans.
Yeah.
And I felt that.
Did they do it like that?
No, that's how I read it, though.
Oh, big beans. She wants big beans.
Undead neutralized.
So to test that theory, I just want to get a chick baked beans for Valentine's Day and see how it works.
So beat a brewery.
Sounds sweet.
Because they got that Timmy trades. Last time I went, I caught like mad fish at like midnight.
So let's go back to we unloaded.
I feel like
fertilizer by
sriracha's just gross ketchup.
fuck up, Bo. Nobody cares.
Ketchup.
Yeah, fucking OnlyFans.
Have you seen it?
Are you
Have you
gay?
seen my TikTok? You need to see it.
We're losing this fight.
It is I, Ghetto Kids. You must have heard my voice.
Damn, before we miss all this good stuff.
Go to the party, and then go up to the top and click the box that's my audio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, well, I'm gonna check for moisture to see where the hot spot's at. And I couldn't find anything. And she's like, no, this is where it's at, because my psychic told me. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, really actually not trying to find it, because I was feeling some bad juju going on. So I was like, like, I really didn't want to find it, because I didn't want her to be like, I knew it. Like, my psychic was right. Yeah, like,
You didn't want to validate
Yeah.
her psychosis.
I was like, I was terrified to find like a really
Not
bad spot.
only are the voices in your head real, but they're
But
accurate.
they're actually true. And so I was like, please God, I was like, please let there not be anything here. And I didn't find anything. I was like, are you sure? Is there any other spots that you're like concerned about? And like, she wouldn't show me like around at all. And then finally, she like showed me this closet that just had a ton of mold inside it. And I'm like, oh, well,
yeah.
you know, mold's airborne and stuff. So it probably went into other like parts of your home or whatever. And she's like, yeah, but it's definitely under my floors. And I was like, okay, well like, it's definitely right there because it's really obvious. Like, you can see it. And finally, I wrote the estimate. I was like, listen, I couldn't find any damage in your floors or whatever, but I'm gonna write your estimate when I get back to the shop. So I wrote up her estimate. How are these guys that bad? Wait, what's going on? How's it 36? What? Like,
It's hard point.
okay, because I've died a few times and I was kind of confused. Okay, anyway.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways, so I read her estimate up, and then we called her back to see what like she would do, and she's like, well, I don't really want to do any work until all the work can be done in my home, and that includes like my floors in the other room. And then we find out that she had called around to like 6 other like remediation companies trying to get like professional opinions, and nobody could find any mold in those floors. But I was like, why don't you get a second opinion from a different psychic instead of like
Did you actually tell her this?
I'm like,
6 opinions.
yeah, I'm like, you got 6 professional opinions from professionals, and you got 1 opinion from a psychic. And then she was like,
she just went with the psychic.
yeah, and she was literally like, she's like, well, I know it's hard to believe what I believe in, but, and I'm like, okay, sorry. We're not the people for you.
I know it's hard to see eye to eye with me as a normal person, but
Yeah.
here's the deal.
I'm like, it is hard to believe. And
You're right. You're right.
had one of those top floors where like you can crawl under her house for me, and I'm like, yeah, word, I'm not about to like house with all this reason why the side of her house because it's just hitting the edge of your. And she's like, no, like. Then she went and I'm pretty sure she lied about this, but she said she called her other psychic friend, and before she could even talk, she said there is mold in your house, in the floors, like in this exact room.
I just assumed you said the floors because not the other places there's fuck ton of mold.
Yeah, like I swear, like
They're in cahoots.
like I literally go to estimates and I come back to my job and I just talk to my boss and I'm like, this one was weird. And he's like, why do you always say that? And I'm like, I explain and he's like, okay, that's weird. And I'm like, every single time